Okay, we're live. Gonna change some settings, let people join here. Dude, I wrote Silksong as the game name. It's so over. So over. Me when looping audio? Okay, there we go. I probably won't talk a lot today. To be honest, I'm probably gonna... This is probably gonna be a very boring stream, because I'm not gonna talk and we're gonna be doing a lot of neutral Pogo Room subs, but the point is to stream every day. So I'm just gonna go back through these rooms a few times, and then we'll do some new rooms. But I'm not talking a lot, just because I'm very sick. Or not very sick, just enough that it sucks to talk. Oh shit. That's terrible. Also, I only have a timer for one room. Am I a genius today? That was really bad. Bad enough that I almost missed the Skull Skeller, which is just impressive. But then I got the Mantle Skip anyways. Ah, not this again. That's a dumb mistake to make. Greg warn you out? No, I'm playing just like yesterday. Though maybe it wore me out for streaming, because I was working on Flatline for quite a while. That was a pretty good stream, but now I'm very tired, and as it gets later in the day, I feel more sick. I mean, already at the end of the Greg Tech stream, I had to just go blow up my nose. I'm very surprised everyone said that I sounded no different, because to me I feel like I'm half dead. In my voice, at least. sound a bit blocked up. The Phelps notes, because he's heard me very often, but everyone on the Greg Tech stream was like, "Nah, you sound normal." No? This is probably the most sick I've ever sounded on stream. Usually I'd skip a stream for this. I don't know why I didn't today, but I guess we're here now. Okay, I'm really bad at that. Holy. Oh yeah, I was watching Nebula's Act 2 world record. It looks completely insane. Seriously, I've never seen gameplay like that before. That's ridiculous. His High Halls arena was pretty scuffed, but apart from that, it was diabolical. I feel like a lot of those rooms were using strats that were either faster or just flashier than RoomSob strats. Or maybe I just haven't looked at RoomSob in a while. For the first half, I was like, oh shit. Because I'm not competing with that. And then for the second half, I was like, oh wait, this is how I looked at Silksong speedruns when I was starting. I can be like this in a few months. And so we're just gonna continue room sobbing as normal, knowing that there is a much higher bar that I want to reach. Because that shit looks cool as hell. I do need more time to get that good. Which GTNH and school are not going to give me more time, that's for damn sure. Early jump. Heck, you nerd. Down. Kind of spitting fast. I'm kind of curious about my own game knowledge. I want you guys to quiz me with like very random and specific questions. Yes, this was initiated by him calling me Heck, you nerd. Like, how much do I know about this game? Item locations, secrets, mechanics. Here's what we're gonna do for this stream. While I'm suffering in these room sobs and also dying slowly from the disease. What color is the blood of the moss grubs in the moss mother fight? Isn't all the blood white? Like, look at this. It's all white. It's only purple in the trailers. If only that neutral Pogo actually neutral, that would have been so good. Every time, it's so annoying. What are the two pickup locations for the pristine cores? Architect and above Cogwork Clapper. There's a Silksong spot where you fight two Cogwork Clappers, aka DVD logos. 12th Architect, I meant. I just said Architect, it's 12th Architect. There we go, that was a good one. Ow! Weak green is green for all the other moss bugs. I don't think that's a mistake. I think that's intentional. They would have to go out of their way to code that. I think that has lore implications. I'm not sure what they are, though. Because if it's white blood, then they're haunted, right? Ah, shit. Late jump. This is such a weird jump. Like, you go further by jumping earlier. Like, you go further to the right if you jump further to the left. Which doesn't make any sense intuitively. Ah, so close. Early. That was very good for no mantle skip, though. Jump higher. Earlier. Shit, I don't want to be just room solving this room. I want to do full segment switch stuff today. Come on, with mantle skip, it's slow. I mean, I know why, but still. Next question would have been where all the beast shards are collected, then I look at it and some of the logic is turbo cursed. How would it be? It'd be very simple, right? There's Dave at the start. There's all the Rhine of Gruns, which would be in the Memoriam. In the Memoriam, to the right of Pilgrim's Rest, and then there's also one, I think, in Act 3. Somewhere in Farfields. Jeez, I don't know all Rhine of Gruns. I think they all drop Beast Shards, or maybe it's only the first 2 of those. I'm not entirely sure on Beast Shards. And then there's also the, Dave statue above the, like, Judgeling room. Is that their actual name? The baby judges? The Beast Shard there. There's also Morwing, if you fight Morwing late, so sometimes you don't get that if you take the right side Greymore entrance. Most of them. Yeah, I can't think of any others. Marrow Skull Tyrant in Act 3. I forgot that thing was there. Deep Docks on the way to the Diving Bell. Oh yeah, that one in Hell Room. Behind an explosive wall. I guess they couldn't put a shard bundle there because they didn't want it to look like there was any Barloom influence in that room. I'll take the 140 shell shards then. Damn, that was shit. Why can't Morwing always drop it? Well, normally, if you're taking the common route to Bellheart, normally the reward for defeating Morwing is passage into Bellheart. And if you're fighting it late, then there's absolutely zero reward for fighting it. It's completely optional, so they have to add a drop. That's the logic, I think. Or they just like, hate early game players. One bad Pogo, and it's not PB. Okay, that's more than enough of that room. Time for Carnid Pogo! Yay! I love Carnid Pogo, guys. I really love Carnid Pogo. I'm so excited for this room. Okay, I'm jumping way too early then. Dude, what is happening? Wow, that's really fast. Not beating that, because it's an RNG room. And also because I'm bad. Okay, well I got really close apparently. That's the wrong room. What room is that? This is Bone 7. Okay. Very nice. What was the name of the track used in the White Ward Arena when saving Sherma? Okay, what do you mean? What do you mean name of the track? Because there's the one in the OST, the official OST, which is Cut Through, but I don't know the file name of that because it's a modified version of Cut Through where some of the instruments are removed. But that is Cut Through. You're the type of person to... Didn't mean if I made you guess the internal name. Yeah, but it's something you'd absolutely do. Because you probably know the internal name more than... Like, you'd be able to answer with the internal name faster than you'd be able to answer with the real name. Ghosts off. That would be the problem. like a funny internal name gets. Sure. Anything to break the room sobbing. Specifically Carnage Pogo room sobbing. Normally it's fine to do room sobbing, but this shit... Like, look at that. That's gonna kill me. It's gonna kill me in a run. Wait, that damage tank's kind of peak if the guy's low. Why do you do this? Internal name for the first half of Annihilus theme? Seth, right? By the way, the full theme is used for Seth, which is why it's a bit confusing to me. In fact, shouldn't the theme be named Seth? Because the full theme is used for Seth, but only the last half's used for Nyla. Why? I hate that damn Carnage. It's just RNG. Just cold hard RNG. Doesn't matter. Like there, now I get it because he drifted far to the right. No amount of skill got me there, I just made it to the end on sheer luck. That's awful. Maybe there's a way I can react to where the Carnage is. To be honest, I think the version of Carnage Pogo I'm doing is like room sob only. Because of that RNG. But I can't even do a 2-Pogo backup like I usually do. If I fail this. And sometimes I can, but only if I'm lucky. Which doesn't really fix the problem. Yeah, that's so shit. Like, he spawns far to the left and the down. Like here, this will make it, because he's far to the right. So we take that gold. Here, I think, can also make it? Yeah. This can't make it though, and I don't know how to back it up. Let me come up with a better Carnage Pogo, because seriously, this kid. Like, what if I Ledge Grab instead? early. That'll make it. No, it won't, because he's low. Farther right, but he's also low. So he needs to be kind of middle and right. Not like that. He's just middle and middle. This will make it, right? Yeah. It's just RNG. Maybe that's how I do it from now on. Morning. It is 9:21 p.m., but good morning to, where would that be? UK? I think? Hold on. Still a bit early in the UK, no? Maybe more west, maybe you're Spanish. Bit past sunrise, okay. Then you're definitely... Shit. Definitely European. Also, test my game knowledge, I need stimulation while doing this. That's what Triceratops was asking. If I did that in a run, I don't even know, man. That's really dumb. Lose 2 seconds. It's actually incredible how much time this skip can lose. Like, how do I do that, man? This one can make the... No, it can't. Almost did. Wait, that would have been one pogo. Okay, so if he's to the right, then you do that. If he's kind of center, then I'll just do the old method. But if he's to the right, then I do new method. If he's really far to the left, then I can do one pogo old method. I think it's really situational. And it's fully RNG. Like, this one can probably... It could have made the new Pogo if I didn't fumble. This one maybe as well? No, but it can back up. If I'm unsure, it can usually back up. What the hell? Generally training that room, or are you going for room sob? Like, I'm kinda going for room sob, but at the same time, it's like a really ass room to room sob. So like, I want to get near room sob for every room, but it's not like specifically, oh, we need to practice Carnid Pogo. No, this just so happens to be in the lineup of practice rooms. Because I'm doing every room in chronological order. So I've room sobbed everything up to this point. Not like taken the room sob record, just done the rooms individually. I got close on a few. Okay, so that's a side Pogo. Nope, could have made it. Could have absolutely made it. Okay, I need to look. Okay, that's kinda center. If I could, stop jumping so far, like if I look back on my stream. I need to be neutral when I do the jump on the platform. Should have done side Pogos. Yeah, this one's a side Pogo. And I remember in one of Div's commentated world records, he said this one was a little bit RNG and stupid, and I didn't understand why, because up until that point I haven't had any issue with it. It's now my least favorite skip. I definitely understand what he's talking about. And the end of the room is dumb too. As you can see there, I just randomly got sloped down into the platform. Room Sob's mega fake for this room, by the way. I don't even know how it follows Room Sob rules either, because this is a very RNG dependent room, and they use a very RNG dependent strat to get through it. Well, I guess any strat is RNG dependent, because everything has to react to where the Carnage is. I tried to turn around. very clean for one pogo. Oh, who's pinging? Just pocket singularity. Still trying to organize IV day. Kind of set the title on that live stream a bit prematurely. We haven't fully settled on the date. I could have made that one though. Everyone usually do multiple down strikes in a descent. I am doing that now. Like at the end of the room. Like at the end there, I did many down attacks. Unless you mean something else. Nice. Yeah, if I get lucky, I can be pretty fast in this room, but only if I get lucky. Like this. Being able to predict that, though, means I have an understanding of the tech. I think debug mod is doing that weird thing where it gives you the same RNG many times in a row. Because yes, debug sometimes just does shit like that. That was a really weird one, Pogo. I didn't think that would make it. Okay, that Pogo lost time. What does Bells look like? Not that. Wait, how do they dodge that guy? That sounds really annoying. Probably like that. Dude, imagine. Kinda crazy that it's only like a 6-second detour to hit the lever. Did I seriously just do that? The down and strike left more in an exhausted falling state if it didn't. You might mean like you could be remembering a different game, but also you could be remembering how like if I pogo this low, or it does stun on the ground a little bit, because she has a little back flip, or I think it's a front flip, during her pogo animation, and if that gets interrupted by the ground, she stays in place for a bit. But even there, like a few times I instinctually neutraled it, because we can let go of the directional key and then repress it to work that. You could be remembering the landing stun, but I don't know. That was pretty clean. That was very not clean. Okay, it could have been amazing if only I didn't ledge grab. Yep, love you too. Don't even lose that much time for it. Okay, that's enough of that rim. We're gonna do this drop a few times. Hold on, I'm curious. I just had like 3 ideas and I need room sub to settle it. Because there's a lot of ways this might be faster. Okay. Oh, it's so weird. There, I want to average that. That's very shit. Genius. This is a room I might be able to room sob. Though Gaia got it really tight. Sub 5.2 is what I want. To be average, I mean. Like, let's compare this against the old method. I think what I used to do is this. And yeah, it's a full 0.1 slower. It's scary. Very consistent room, though. Oh, that felt so good until the pogo lightly adjusted me off. Places are there to save time here. So, I want to pogo onto roughly here so that I can barely hit my... It will barely reach this hitbox with my needle. So pogo barely there. But I can't be right at the edge here. Like, if I pogo all the way here, then my jump spends a little bit of time there. So I want my jump to peak, like, here. You can see where I am horizontally, so that I'm at full fall speed by then. And then at the end here, my pogo needs to go as far to the left side of the pit as possible. Kinda like that. Like, that's overshooting. Ooh! Oh! this is 0.06 off Rimsob. I think. Hold on. Let me fact check that. Yeah, Rimsob is 4.98. Let's do it. Let's do it. That's too high. Okay, late pogo. Clean. I understand some mechanics here. Apparently I don't. Too high. Interesting. Too far? If Gaia is tasked high, I might crash out. Get better than Tass. Shit. He's right. Or she's right? Sorry. I think I've made that mistake before, you never corrected me, but... That's terrible. Didn't want to be mean and bring it up on stream. That's fine. I just didn't know until you friended me on Discord, and I was like, oh, my bad. Because I saw your bio. But I understand why you didn't correct me. Also, we're 0.4 with the Moonsaw. I think I need to pogo farther. Like, towards the lever. Like that. Like, that's kind of scuffed because I had to jump really high to hit it. That's alright, it's a bit of a bounce. Okay. The hitboxes confuse me so bad for the drop itself. I really don't know. Nah, I don't know how to do that. with the hitboxes. I just need to remember where's optimal here. That's too high. Like, I think what I want to do actually is go further. Like that. Because that, it keeps me very low. I think that's more important actually. But maybe a balanced approach is better. Hold on, I feel like you can jump really early on transition. Like, that's literally a mechanic we abuse later. Also, is this a thing? Or no? It's actually kind of a thing. It just doesn't have the speed of a neutral pogo. Definitely a good beginner strat, holy. I wonder. Hold on, I'm gonna do something with this song. No, it doesn't seem like anyone has a better version. I love this song. This is like one of my favorite songs in Calamity, but it has a 2-minute intro before the good part. Because here's the good part. That's 2 minutes into the song. Before that, it's just the intro, which in-game is like when the summon for the boss fight is nearby, but you haven't actually started the fight. Practices to use a capsule kill hitbox. Well, that'd be really weird in Hollow Knight, because if they had any curves on the hitbox for Hornet, then it would just act really weird. Like, it's just generally how slopes work in this game, but they're just weird. And in Hollow Knight. So having any kind of curve or slope on her hitbox here would be very weird. It would often just, like, you wouldn't slide down at all, and it would just mean that Hornet would be like half off the edge, like should be here. It'd be really weird. Or sometimes there. It just, yeah. And also you could see while I was demonstrating that, like, as I try to walk here, it blocks me. If I just tap the directional key, it blocks me. If I hold it, it'll let me fall off, but a slight tap will revert me back, which I think is nice. pogo at the end. Oh, that was good until my final pogo. Change the world. My final pogo. Okay. I can't tell if that's fast or not. Like, does the neutral actually stun me on that platform? Slopes and HK are to be collided with, not stood on. Yeah, if you look at the Kaizo map, they kind of abuse Hollow Knight slope mechanics. They're not exactly stable, or logical, or intuitive in any way. Ah, that's way too high. I want room saw, please. Genius. Might be quick, but I forgot that you said you were going live, bro. Is Taida still, like, shadow banned from my chat? Has he tried talking? Oh, let's go. 0.3 away. Oh no. You went to bed. Oh. Okay. Am I quiet right now? I'm purposely trying to be quiet because I'm sick and it kind of hurts to talk. But at the same time, I'm live and so I have to talk. Speedrunner in chat. Oh, am I allowed to? I won't say that. I'll just say it's no longer that secret. I don't know if I'm allowed to leak. Probably not that serious, but... Okay, genius. Do a smaller jump to the lever. I know, I'm trying to learn that. I just never make the correction. Also, I keep focusing so much on the jump at the very end of the room. What's your PB on this room? Because I think I can get room sub here. I'm 0.3 off, or 0.03 off. Oh, now 0.2. Yeah, well, you're the only speedrunner in chat. Of course I'm talking to you. Bells? Well then why are you giving me advice? Damn Bells runners these days. Almost like he interacts with actually good speedrunners. these, man. Ah, that's a bit scuffed. Or it's peak and I just got room sob now. I'm really worried that guy is a task tie, because this is the one room where you can task tie. You can absolutely task tie this room. Jeez. And I wouldn't know, because it's so easy to reach that point that I could be hovering very close to room sob and not realize that room sob is also task. Is there a low percent category for Silksong? Yes, I've run it 1.5 times. Hated every second of it. The basic route is, basically, you start the run by collecting 500 rosaries from Mossome, you just grind enemies, and then use a few pogo skips to enter wormways with the simple key with those rosaries. And then you have to do a cocoon skip and a few heal stalls to get through wormways to get to Shellwood, where you pick up your first ability, Cling Grip. You have to do a bit of a weird Garma skip. And then from there, you have to go through Bellheart back into the right side of the Marrow, because you have defeated Bell Beast, so you have to take the Bellheart entrance. And then pick up Drifter's Cloak, using a few heal stalls and cocoon skips, because you have to go through the Lace Arena without dash. And then go across into Farfields without dash. Jeez, this is bad. But then, once you pick up Glide from Farfields, which is fairly easy to do, then you don't need to do a lot more skips. But from there, it's just really painful to do all the bosses and everything. Because then you fight Widow. Yes, you have to go from Bellheart to pick up Glide, and then back to Widow, because if you fight Widow without Glide, you get soft-locked in the Widow Dream. But yeah, once you fight Widow, then you can go through the Mist to pick up your second percent. Glide is not a percent, wall jump is though. Second percent is Cross Stitch, because that's just the lowest percent way into Act 2, so you have to pick up Cross Stitch from Phantom. And then from there, fight Cogric Dancers, get the threefold Melody quest, and it's basically just the any percent route, but you don't have needle upgrades, and you have to do neutrals the whole time. So basically, there's a bunch of dumbass skips and weird routing, and then after a certain point, it's just any percent that's sad. That's why no one runs it. Any category that that doesn't get dash, or has like half of its time without dash, like some of the category extensions, any category that's like that is ass. I'm not running that. Dash is the best ability in the game, and it's like half the reason I like Silksong, which is saying a lot. If I don't have dash in the speedrun, like what's the point in even living? I want room sob, man. Why isn't 100% for some reason? Same for double jump, yeah. Wait, doesn't that mean... Wow, doesn't that mean Needlent is... Doesn't that mean Needlent is a route you could use for low percent? Gaia has this one, good luck. Yeah, I said that. I said, like, I hope Gaia is a task tie. That's really awkward. Too high. format fight requires saving Bell Beast. That's why, okay. Right, I've asked myself that before. I was just wondering why it wasn't possible. Bell Beast. Sea of Sorrow, though, will add a glitch where Bell Beast shows up anyways, even though you haven't freed Bell Beast. Let's go. 4%, low percent. Really? I like how he plays every expectation and one for the game on Sea of Sorrow, because that's definitely a reasonable thing to do. Some people think Sea of Sorrow is going to be a God Home DLC. That's just funny to me, because that would mean that Sea of Sorrow is the last DLC. You can't add another one after God Home, because then you'd be adding bosses to God Home. Or you'd just leave bosses out of God Home, which is equally weird. True ending is 4 hours of dashless gameplay, peak run. Dude, I worry for anyone who's completed a low TE run. Like, why do you hate yourself that much? You take the worst category and then you remove dash. Why? Low percent speedrunners don't generally care what the game counts as completion percent. No, that's the only thing they care about. They care about that more than time. Thinking of any percent. Yeah, low percent cares solely about what gives completion percentage, nothing else. Too high. Too high. Too high. There we go. Now just do it better. Do it again, but better. I must get Room Sob. I can feel it in my veins. I'm gonna get it. Shit. That's really bad. I want to see how bad it is. Yeah. 0.1. I always find it weird when those get good times. Is it actually optimal to like land half off the edge there? Isn't low percent getting about the least amount of progression stuff? It's the least amount of completion percentage. It's very simple. In Minecraft, low percent is a lot more nebulous because they don't have a completion percentage, but in any game that has a completion percentage, it's very simply getting the least of that completion percentage. That's where the name comes from. Low percent. Lowest percent. Because otherwise we'd just argue about shit. Like, okay, pick up the least stuff. Do rosaries count? Suddenly we pick up like 5 extra items so that we don't have to pick up 500 rosaries. It'd just be very hard to argue. Now the game has a built-in system, you don't have to do anything. But yeah, if Glide was routed out, they wouldn't pick it up. Not because of completion percentage reasons, but just because it's such a long detour. It's almost half the run. And there are some ideas on how to do it. There's a lot of weird shit being planned in the Widow Dream memory, last I checked. Though that was over a month ago, so maybe that was all disproven. I'm starting to kind of believe it's task high, but Fredno said that the neutrals make it that way, but like, it might be frames. It might be frames of difference with Gaia, in which case I'm not beating Gaia. Oh. Oh. What do we do about this? This is a little bit of a predicament. What did Gaia get? Because he got a 4.98, but 4.98 what? I need thousands. Where's the milliseconds? Are they recorded anywhere? They aren't. Shit. Cloak the Sun latest patch. You need Cloak for Clawline. I'm just pick up Reaper Crest. Clueless. What? Dude, fake gold? Don't give me fake golds. What the hell? I hate it when LiveSplit does that, because I'll have the menu open. There, okay. I'll have the menu open for, seeing the full time, and then I'll tab out, and so it'll be under Silksong in my tabs, and then I'll forget that it's there, and the next time I do an attempt, it just starts freaking the hell out and creating fake golds. I don't know why it does that. When I run, it has the same completion percent, but it doesn't use an item that other local. Well, it counts as an item again, like rosary strings. It's just a very vague thing. If it saves time, cool. That's all we care about. It's percent and then completion times 7. That settles any dispute. I'm not getting that again. Like, how did I get it so low? I got it to the point where, like, I swung, and then a few frames later, then it hit the lever. Like, that means it's barely within a pixel. Kinda like that, but not really. Still farther. I keep doing that. There, that's kind of the position we want. Guys, I have a very slight suspicion that Gaia is tasked high. Can do a light jump and get a 5-0x. Dude, I have a 4.98. I know how this room works. I've tied Room Sob. I just need to beat it. No neutral needle needed. I'm going for Room Sob, though. I know what you're talking about, though. You go like this. Oh, shit. Goal is 4.97, ideally. That's what I'm saying. I've tied Room Sob. Now I need to beat Room Sob. Because Room Sob only goes down to centiseconds, not milliseconds, so it technically doesn't count as a win, because I can't see what his milliseconds were. Because, like, if he was 4.987, then I have Room Sob, because I'm 4.986. But they don't record that, so it doesn't matter. Also, you may think that this is a pointless room Sob, and to that I say... Can you move to the new PB, please? There we go. Is there any room that's more or less important to room swap? Any room that actually has some give. So this room, like, I can consistently get 5.0x. I'm not gonna get 4.9x in a run. That's just not a thing. But in a more important room, like Upper Cogwart Core, I can save a full, like, 4 seconds still in that room. Even though I do fast cycle, there's almost a full 4 seconds, which I don't understand. But that's a room you should room sob. And especially for me, I need to target rooms that I'm bad at. Because then room sobbing them makes you good at them, obviously. 4 seconds. No, I think I'm thinking of the full split, not the individual room. Still, there's like there's 1 or 2 seconds still in Upper Cog. And when we're talking in full seconds, it's still years. Full segment, my PB is a 211, and Comsob is like 206. It's bad. Okay, can we switch to the new one? Thanks. Ooh. That's a new one for the timer here. Puzzle room has a bit, yeah, I know, but I want to learn that. The dash cancels, it'll be so peak. Dude. I don't know why I continued falling there. I didn't hit the lever. We're talking in hundredths of seconds here. Hundredths of a second. There, that's grammatically correct, I think. Dude. Me when I have a 5.8 marrow drop. Dude, I have better things to do. Screw this. I'll remember that I have 4.9, well, 4.86. Maybe tell Gaia. Maybe his timer's more detailed in the actual run here. Maybe I can go check. No, he doesn't have a timer. What? Rage bait. hold on. Okay, that's aggro range. So we want to pogo from that grass. Okay. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's so consistent now that I actually have an indicator. Well, 14.52. That's like PB already for this room. Let me check this. Okay, so 13.98 is room sub. That's a bit unreasonable. Wait. There we go. I can do that. I can absolutely do that. No, don't do that. Worst neutrals in the West? Guess I'm doing this now. Guess we're doing this now. What is he doing? No! It was so good. Those are shit neutrals. What is he doing? What is he doing? I think 14.3 should be average. Yeah, that's very averageable. The damage tank, this is pretty cool, right? Those are bad neutrals at the end. I see what's happening. That makes more sense. Pogo, please? Genius. The big eureka moment for this damaged hand was when Populus told me more about the Pogo before the Skull Brute rather than the Skull Brute itself. That's so sad. There we go. There we go. Why are you there? What are we doing? Okay. It's pretty decent. I want to do full segment, so let's just continue here. It apparently started the timer there. You know what? I might just do a few runs of these rooms, because there is some barrels that make it weird. Oh, it wants to save that as a PB. It's not real. It'll be brief. Why is the ghost here? That's so ass. Is jumping over this box actually faster? I guess I can time it and see. It is slightly faster. I'll try again now, just to be scientific. Yeah, it's just slightly faster. Yeah, we'll take that. Let's do this room now. Gong Tech New Horizons, so pretty. Why is Ghost Hornet just standing there? This would be Dock 1. Yeah, that's the right way to do it. I think pogoing on both would be time loss. Oh wait, pogo on the first one. Interesting. What about putting the time skip both of them? Oh, it's close. It's very close. Not close enough though. This method is. I'll get one more people. There we go. 3.3. What is room sob in that room? This might be the most meaningless room sob ever if I try it. 3.22. that seems a bit unreasonable for a room like this. To be 0.08 faster. But that just goes to show how much we don't understand neutrals. Was the game in Chinese? It's faster. Shit, Siren hasn't been here for like months. Basically, we'll just do a live demonstration here. So the text in Silksong scrolls a lot faster in Chinese because each Chinese character is about as information dense as a English word, and so it appears as fast as English letters, but each letter is a full English word. So if you look here, in a few seconds, this is a lot of yapping. Here, watch how fast the text goes by. This is not just because I'm skipping so fast. The text just appears faster. Also, for some reason in Chinese, it does just appear faster than English letters. Like, not even as a quirk of the language, it's just how it's coded. I have no clue why. Kind of crazy. Dude, I don't understand this. Whenever I say that, like, people are like, whoa, that's crazy, and speedrunners would be doing anything. It's like the most mild shit ever. Like, oh, we changed the game into Chinese because it's 30 seconds faster. That's not very surprising. I just don't... I don't understand. Like, you know what is surprising? Let's, find a good split here. I don't know, this. Oh shit, I'm bad. You can see the ghost. Shit, I forgot how to do that. It's a pogo dash claw line. Okay, the ghost is really distracting in this room. That's gonna be really bad. I don't know why all these ghosts are enabled. I don't remember recording all of them. Okay, I guess I'm not doing that. But yeah, the language differences are really inconsequential when that's the gameplay. It's just... Don't see people optimizing the game down to the language settings anywhere else. I don't think you've ever watched a speedrun, because I think every speedrun I've watched does that. Like, a lot of Mario games are faster in Chinese, Breath of the Wild is faster in French, Minecraft is marginally faster sometimes in Dutch, and sometimes in other languages. What else? Hollow Knight was in Chinese. It's like very common. I think the only game I know that's speedrun that doesn't have language optimization is Portal 2 and Half-Life. Those are the only games I know that don't have language optimization. StarCraft 2 is run in Portuguese. Depends on what campaign. Yeah, I don't know. Sure, I don't know what that game is, to be completely honest. Let's do Flintstone Pogo, and then I'll probably end stream, because I really gotta edit. But yeah, sorry if it sounds like I'm angry, it's just that, like, I do so much practice stuff, and then the thing I get asked about the most and get the most surprise about is, like, the most basic beginner thing ever that most games do. And I know, like, if you're not speedrunning a game actively, it doesn't seem that way to you. It's novel. It's like, wow, even the language is optimized. But to me, it's kind of annoying. Only kind of, though. I'm not meaning to be rude. It's just like, I've spent 950 hours optimizing every single individual room, and I get asked about the damn language. Okay, how do you do that? I think you gotta pre-jump. So this room has always confused me. Well, not always. In early speedrunning it made sense. But now with the strats Civ has given me, it makes no sense. I don't understand. Also, can we remove that text, please? Thank you. But yeah, at a beginner level, this room is very easy. At a top level, this room is really dumb. Like, I don't understand what he's doing. We're gonna have to take a little bit to learn. I'm not supposed to pogo on that ledge, I just remembered that. Because, yeah, it messes up his positioning. There, that's what I'm getting wrong. Jeez. Wow, the world record is pretty fast. I just didn't expect it to be Chinese. Exactly. But yeah, it's fine to ask questions on these streams. As long as they're not about the game's language. I like talking about all of the game, like talking about the mechanics. I like talking about speedrunning, so it's fine to ask questions. Just, that one has been asked a bit too much. I'll still answer it, but if it's someone who's already been here asking it, I will ignore it. What do you mean for real? Like, will I actually? Yeah, of course I will. Man, he likes the game he played for 950 hours? Scary. Is the game in Chinese? See how you like that. Why did he throw again? Really annoying. I've only got 400 hours? Bro, what are we doing? Actually throwing. Get out of my chat. I think. Not even all achievements on PC and console. Hasn't even played every single day the game has been out. What are we doing? Still missing a few on PC? What are we doing? This guy's a LARPer. Haven't done curse. Damn. That was the last one I got. Okay, screw it, I'm watching Room Sob. I'm actually ass at this room. Oh, Nebula holds Room Sob. Guys? Guys? There we go. That's the Nebula difference. Just watching Nebula once makes you faster. Oh, I should have moved a little bit to the left. Dude, will I insta-PB the moment I go back to bull runs? I wonder. You know how to make the guy not throw the thing? Actually, I kind of want him to. It just depends where. Like, here's good. And there's good. Like, that's good. We want him to throw there. Unless I'm unaware of something. Yeah, we don't want him to do that. You can see how slow that is. That's perfect. That's really good. That's the only improvement I can make. Just pogo earlier. Shit. Dude, the poke at the end lost me so much time. That was really weird movement. Ooh, okay. I just need to make that consistent. How did that not make it? I think I need to jump earlier. Predict his movement a little bit more. Nice. When I'm really focused, I tend to clutch my mouse a bit tighter, and then I'll randomly cast Silk Spear or Smooth the Needle. Okay. Chakra, shut up. Holy moly. Yeah, definitely could have pogoed earlier. There we go. Yeah, I understand what makes this room fast. Still unsure how much time we're even saving by doing Flintstone Pogo. I might want to time it, just out of curiosity. I should have moved towards him there so that he'd back up a bit faster. Because he can just sometimes throw there, and that's time loss. Oh, but he continues backing up. I should start walking before my pogo and do all that very early, because I start moving when he's in position, which means by the time I get there, he's already really high up, like too high. I should start moving like right as his helmet starts cresting the ledge. Maybe even earlier than that. Oh, but he can do a throw there. Yeah, he will always if I start moving there. How's that not it? It's like a perfect room. That's just RNG difference. And that time my neutrals were bad at the end. Okay, so tomorrow we'll learn Ant Arena, the Nebula Ant Arena, and we'll learn Popper Loom, and then we'll finally have Swift Step, so we'll do full segment. And then that might make this the last stream without Swift Step for practicing 49, but more than likely I'll do another stream on Tuesday that's more of this. No, another stream. Yeah, another stream on Tuesday that's more of this, just to solidify the segment. Decent backup. Yeah, let's do GMS and then in stream. What's gonna happen when I reach real bosses in my Loom Sob streak? Those are gonna be long-ass streams. Also, I failed the one dash cancel and it completely broke my rhythm. Dude, wall bound! Almost peak, and then I didn't wave dash. This is what hours of no dash does to a man. What the hell am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. Do I have needle 1? No, I don't. Okay. I really need to edit. I wasted so much time today. The intro is still not done. I was gonna get that done before my vacation. It's been almost 2 days since that goal. Well, 2 weeks, sorry. Oh, and I skipped. Anyways, thank you all.